It's my pleasure.
She needs no introduction, but Venezuela's opposition leader, and of course, as of last fall, winner of the Nobel Peace Prize. Maria Corina, I want to start by sharing that the last time I spoke to you, one-on-one, you were in Venezuela, but you could not tell me where. You were in hiding. And you came to the phone and said that for security reasons, you were all alone. You had no staff with you, no aides, no friends, and that you had not been able to walk outside. You had not been able to get fresh air. You'd not seen the sun in some time. So the first thing I would like to say is I am so glad to see you. We are so glad to see you out in the world and healthy and well. So welcome.
Thank you very much, and I want to thank you.
For people wondering, yes, for people wondering where you are now, you're in the United States, speaking to us obviously via video link. Would you like to share where, or just leave it that?
I will leave it there.
Okay, in the United States, so still in a somewhat undisclosed location. You left Venezuela to go collect your Nobel Peace Prize. Congratulations. You gave your prize to Donald Trump. Why?
Well, first of all, we have to understand what this has meant for the Venezuelan people, what has happened this year. It's been 27 years of brutal devastation, not only of our institutions, of our resources, of our families. I mean, a third of Venezuelan population has been forced to flee. It is currently the largest migration crisis in the world. And this has been done by a criminal regime that intentionally wanted to destroy our country and took over our territory and institutions, allied with the worst forces, criminal forces around the world. So during years, we have denounced and proved the world the degree of crimes that were committed in Venezuela and demanded for international support. Finally, we are seeing decisive action on the part of the United States government under the leadership of President Trump. And I have to say something. The only country that has risked the lives of some of its citizens for the freedom of Venezuela is the United States. So we are very grateful because what happened on January 3rd definitely opens the path, opens the way for a transition to democracy in Venezuela. That's why we did it on behalf of the Venezuelan people.
So I do hear your message of gratitude to the United States, but why give it your Nobel Peace Prize? Why give it to Donald Trump?
Well, I believe it's fair, and it represents the feeling, the profound gratitude of the Venezuelan peoples, not only for what he has done, but what we believe and trust will take place very soon in Venezuela in terms of transforming our country from the criminal hub of the Americas into the energy hub and the technology hub of our continent.
What did you get in return?
Well, I'm not expecting to get nothing specific. What we are determined is to work together, not only with the United States, but also engage other democratic countries around the world into the first liberation and rebuilding of a nation that has huge potential. I want to, highlight this. Venezuela not only has incredible natural resources, oil, gas, gold, minerals. Venezuelan location is unique from a geopolitical and economic perspective, and has huge territory. It's 1 million square kilometers with important infrastructure. So, this is a moment in which we need the world to act, not only, warn or support in words, but actual action in order to dismantle this structure. And that's what I believe it's going to take place as we move ahead.
And there's many more details I want to get into on the future of Venezuela and what you would like to see happen and what plans are being made. Let me just stick for a minute on your plans. When will you go back to Venezuela?
Well, we'll go back as soon as possible when I accomplish actions and objectives that I have in place right now. It means engaging with international actors directly, one-on-one, which I had not been able to do because, as you're aware, I had been banned from leaving Venezuela for over 12 years. And also because I believe there is a lot of organization that has to be done internationally. So I'm doing the job abroad, and as soon as I can, I will go back to a country in which many things are taking place as we speak.
Do you need America to facilitate that? Do you need American permission to go home to Venezuela?
Oh, no, not permission. But certainly I would say that we desire, we will have coordination.
And how will you know when you can return?
Well, as I said, many things are happening. There are a lot of things that I'm in the process of accomplishing. And when the right moment arrives, I will tell the Venezuelan people that it's time to go back home. And not only me. I have to say, Mary-Louise, that you are aware that thousands of Venezuelan political leaders have been forced to flee. They want to go home. And millions of Venezuelans, almost 9 million, are scattered all around the world and have a profound desire to go back home. And that will only take place. All those millions will only go back home when they're sure they have certainty that we're moving into a transition to democracy, because it's not only about economic recovery. It's basically about having trust that we will have democracy and freedom and opportunities for them and their children.
Maria Corina, I just want to ask the blunt question to allow you to respond. The state of play is that you are not in Venezuela. The U.S. is driving the agenda in your country right now. You're not there. You don't control the oil. You don't control the army. To those who wonder if you have been sidelined, what do you say? Have you been sidelined?
Well, I've heard that for years, because at the end, you usually get profound analysis and scenarios and formulas that have dozens of variables, but always leave one on the side, which is the most important of all, and that's the people. And we've come to this point because the people of Venezuela decided to be free and decided to risk everything in order to have a democratic country to which their children could come back.
But do you have any leverage from outside the country?